Tonight on the Cooligans, it is the MLS All-Star Special right here in Los Angeles.
That's right. We've got a bunch of superstars. We've got Cristian Roldan. We've got Bob Bradley. We've got Alecko Eskandarian. We got young and we got old. All that today and more on the Cooligans. Yeah, baby.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow.
A little bit young horse out here.
Okay. Get the album. You can tell that we are on location for the first time in a long time.
That's right. Los Angeles location.
Okay. MLS All-Star. They said MLS All-Star. How could you not invite us, huh?
They almost didn't. Right? But we said we're going to be there anyway.
We're going anyway, so move around. Make some space.
Get this restraining order out of my face.
No, officer. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to be here.
We are excited to be here. Welcome to the Cooligans. My name is Cristian Polanco.
That's right. I'm Alexis Guerrero.
We are your favorite stand-up comedians that host the funniest soccer show that has ever lived right here on Fubo Sports Network.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's not just that, though. For the first time since we've been together, we get to say, in the same room, it's also the gulliest.
That's right.
Wow.
It's been so long.
It feels good.
So we are here for MLS All-Star.
Yep.
We have an incredible all-star studded, jam-packed show for you today.
Wow. I mean, already worth the price of your subscription to Fubo right there, that joke. Dude, we've got former All-Stars. We've got current All-Stars.
We have Nani coming up.
What?
Okay.
What? Do we have Cristian Roldan talking about pizza coming up?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Do we have Boswell and Alecko Eskandarian
all making fun of Alecko Eskandarian?
that usually happens. Also, we got the head coach of the MLS All-Stars.
I don't believe it. And I was there.
Okay. You've also seen him maybe coaching the U.S. men's national team. You've seen him coaching at Swansea a little bit.
Okay, the Egyptian national team, I never know how to pronounce that. And we break down Newark stuff. In fact, why don't we get to that? When we get back after this break, we got the interview with Bob Bradley. Stick around.
What's up, guys? Landon Donovan here, and I got to kick it with the Cooligans today. Keep following, keep listening, keep watching. See you guys soon.
Yo, we are still here at MLS All-Star. We are currently at LAFC's training ground.
That's right, baby.
In the heart of Los Angeles.
That's right. We don't know what day it is. We don't know what time it is. We've seen a lot of old friends. We've stayed up really late, and we're still on East Coast time. But we're here, baby.
We're doing it. Okay, so
we got a lot of angles.
Yeah, look, so we're doing socially distanced interviews. There are rules today. We have to stay 6 feet away from the players, from the coaches. I don't know. They told us 50 feet for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
They give us a court order.
They smell my breath and they go, we're going to keep masks up. But they're not here right now, so I pulled mine down.
So we're going to talk to some of the MLS All-Stars, maybe some coaches. We shall see.
Maybe somebody from Jersey.
Okay. And we'll see how they're doing and how they're prepping, for the MLS All-Star 2021 match against Liga MX.
Let's go. First of all, absolute honor to speak. Coach Bob Bradley, you are from New Jersey. I'm born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. So this is the first question we ask everyone from New Jersey. There's only one right answer. Is it Taylor ham or is it pork roll?
For us, it was Taylor ham.
Okay.
The interview can continue. Bob Bradley is always right. Yes, it is Taylor ham, folks.
Okay, this could have really went around.
That would have been it. That would have been it for Mr. Bradley.
Bob Bradley.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about MLS All-Star. You're also known as a coach with your own process. You have a system you like to play. Are you trying to be a little bit looser with these guys, or are you like sending them binders right now saying, hey, read up on the Bob Bradley system?
No, I've had some All-Star games in the past, and there's a way to just make sure everybody has fun. But to have fun, it also means we can play well. So you cover a few basics, and then you let them take over. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Okay, very cool.
We know that you are, a competitor. You don't want to lose any game in particular, even though this might be just an exhibition match. MLS against Liga MX, there feels like a lot more pride is on the line, kind of than ever when it comes to an All-Star game. How are you handling it from the coaching perspective and then getting that message to the players?
Yeah, simple, not a lot of words. These guys come in, they're having a good time. There's a lot going on for them. Okay. And so just a simple reminder as we started training today that enjoy yourselves, but let's get a few things squared away today. And if we're going to enjoy ourselves for 90 plus minutes tomorrow, then we've got to make sure that we're all on the same page. So that was pretty good.
Now, when we speak to players, one of the things that comes up is obviously they all are really just admire your career and admire your coaching style. But the one thing that keeps coming up is the word intensity. Now, I'm a kid from Newark. I'm like, what intensity? He's normal. This is how we all are. You know what I mean? But what do you say? What makes you laugh? Would you go home and you watch, like, puppies slipping on tile floors? What makes you laugh?
The Office.
What makes me laugh?
Yeah.
But I'm old, man. So what makes me laugh? In Taxi, what does a yellow light mean?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, of course. Wasn't that Andy Kaufman?
Yeah, and so he's taking the driving test, and he's asking everybody, what does a yellow light mean?
And he slowed down.
And they're going, slow down.
And he goes,
then he's going, what
does a yellow?
So I laugh at that every time, man. All right? That is awesome.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
Listen, I love George Carlin.
Oh,
that's his favorite comedian.
Okay, so he was awesome. Well, look, with my closest friends, and you guys aren't on that list yet.
Okay,
we're on the way, though. I heard the word yet.
Okay, yeah. But I always say that they know I'm funny, but don't tell anybody. Right? Because I prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You got keep it close to the vest. You don't want to show too much to your hand. Obviously.
Yeah, it's hard to inspire the players when they're like, this guy's a cut-up.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a cut-up.
Yeah. I can see it, Bob. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder if, I don't know if you've seen any episodes of Ted Lasso, but the coaching style of the nice, funny, lighthearted coach, I don't know if that could really work in real life.
So I've heard Ted Lasso is an amazing show.
It's incredible. Makes you feel good at the end of every episode.
And Jason
Sudeikis. Fan of our show.
I've heard he's incredible.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So at some point I'm going to do it. But I got to tell you, given the way I got treated as an American coach at Swansea for 3 months, I have not jumped into Ted Lasso in the same way that everybody else is. So at some point it will happen.
Yeah.
But it's not happened yet.
Right.
How hard was it for you not to go to those press conferences in Swansea and go, you guys don't even pronounce vowels?
No, but
you guys
but you need to understand one thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the weekly press conference in Swansea, the regulars that I saw were awesome.
Yeah.
So I still hear from some of the guys in Swansea. The way the press works in England, it's the people that you don't see, that are on the basement level of the Mirror and certain other papers.
Right.
And they're the ones that get you. And so
they try to make a name for themselves.
The regular ones, look, I tried to be myself.
Yeah.
I was honest, I was real. Those guys were awesome. So, no, I don't hold it against everybody.
I hope one day you do get to go back and maybe you get like a box seat at Swansea, and I want you to wear a shirt that says, I'm the soccer coach. That's what I want. Just really lean in, Bob.
Yeah, I'm not going back to the Liberty anytime soon.
Nice. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah, you know what, the one thing with Ted Lasso is people are going to see this and they're going to see that you have not watched it, and people are going to reach out to you and say, they're going to bully you into watching it. That's kind of like...
No, I've had people tell me that we're missing out. And so, but again, unfortunately for my wife, what gets seen the most are games.
Right.
So I even have her hooked and my daughter's hooked. And so we watch a lot of football.
Okay.
But yes, we will get to Ted Lasso at some point, but
all right, good.
Not soon.
All right, good.
And then I just have one more question, and I know, Bob, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. When you, having a son playing at a high level like he is, and you obviously being a coach at a high level, do you still feel the need to call him up and be like, what'd you do in the 35th minute, buddy? You go left, not right. How hard is it to pull back, knowing he's probably on his way to being a coach as well, from everything I've heard?
Yeah, Michael will probably be a coach. My son-in-law, Andy Rose, is probably going to be a coach.
And you're not telling him not to do it?
No. Look, Michael and I have been fortunate. From the time he was a little guy, we have shared amazing experiences in the game with so many great people. And so as time went on in his career, when I didn't coach him anymore, for the most part, I just enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching the way he plays, how he tries to lead his team. I suffer with him when his team's going through a rough stretch. But no, I don't call him up and go through things. But we love talking about football. We love if there's a good game, if there's a good article. Most likely we both see it and it gets discussed. And he's got real passion for the game. Hopefully, the experiences along the way with some of the really good people that I was lucky to be around helped develop that for him. And the thing that's most important with everything I've done is I just really appreciate people who love the game.
Yeah.
On any level. Youth level, professional level, people who, when there's a game anywhere in the world, they've seen it, their ideas, they talk about it. So I appreciate that.
It's really cool.
Well, I can't wait for the Michael Bradley, Bob Bradley analysis of this interview.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be pretty incredible.
Last question. Prime Bob?
No, last question. I get the last question.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you're from Newark, New Jersey?
Born and raised, baby.
Okay, man.
07104.
Louis A. Tinglings?
Louis A. Tinglings, is that?
That was Lemon Ice. That was right by...
Oh, wait. That was in Belleville, though, wasn't it?
No, there was one in North Newark.
Yeah,
right near Dickie D's.
Right near Dickie D's. That's the other side of the bridge. That's the other side. That's North. That's Belleville.
That's
sure?
On Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dickie D's, by the way, if you don't know what an Italian hot dog is, you're missing out, baby.
And last one, I don't know him, but David Chase went to West Essex, which is my high school.
You went to West Essex?
I went to West Essex.
I got expelled from Behringer.
All right.
Yeah.
Law and Order?
Huh?
Chase?
David Chase wrote The Sopranos.
Baby.
Come on, you should know that.
I'm from Brooklyn.
No, but still. So anyway,
Different.
yes. Spent a lot of time. A lot of my friends in high school.
How'd you not go to St. Benedict's? You seem like a St. Benedict's kid. You're very tough.
St. Benedict's for a while went under.
Yeah.
And then as it was being built up again with Father Ed, that was kind of after I was finished with high school.
Okay.
So, but yes, I spent a lot of time in different parts of Newark. Ironbound section.
That's where we summered.
Yeah.
It's beautiful down there.
Yeah. All right. Well, good, man.
Dude, Italian ice, Dickie D's. I'm in heaven, Bob.
All right.
We got to go to Rutt's Hut.
Rutt's Hut.
Okay, next up, we're going to be joined by one of the Seattle Sounders' absolute favorites. People just absolutely love this dude.
Yeah, everybody loves him. National team fans love him. He's absolutely incredible. Local pizza shops in Seattle love him. You probably know him as two-time All-Star, Seattle Sounder. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our interview with Cristian Roldan. Wow, we are here with Cristian Roldan.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely incredible. I feel like I should throw a fish at you at this point.
Compliment?
Let's talk a little bit about All-Star. Getting a chance to be a part of this, playing against Liga MX. Is there a little bit of an extra edge? Is there a little bit of an extra oomph to want to win this game? In the past, it's like, okay, we're playing someone in preseason. Now you're playing one of our biggest rivals in the Liga MX when it compares to MLS.
Certainly, I think after the two final losses that Mexico had against the U.S., it adds a little bit of pressure.
Shots fired right away.
But in the end, it just builds a little bit more of that rivalry that we need. And anytime you put two good soccer teams together, there's going to be good football, and that's what we're excited for.
Right, and this season has been incredible. I mean, obviously, Seattle Sounders, you're an MLS Cup champion. This year in particular, your career in the last year has just been kind of exploding, where people are acknowledging, if Cristian Roldan is not playing in this game, we might not win.
That's who you are now, dude.
Which is like, how does that feel to hear that acknowledgement week in and week out?
You know what? It's been great because I've always been a team guy, and I haven't had too many individual accolades. So to have my game recognized, I do a lot of stuff off the ball, a lot of stuff that doesn't get seen on TV.
It's not hitting the stats.
For the team, exactly. So, I appreciate everyone that's giving me hype, although, I just want to win more trophies.
Right.
Awesome. You're obviously working with Bob Bradley here, right? Schmetz, also kind of intense guy. Both of these guys, very intense. Who's harder to make smile? Bob Bradley or Schmetzer?
Bob Bradley.
Yeah.
Certainly. You gotta ask anytime you see Schmetzer, you ask about his grandkids because he is glowing after that. So
Really? Because he hates me, by the way.
ask about his grandkids.
Next time I see him,
There you go.
That'll fix everything.
he's just gonna look at me and go, "They hate you too."
He loves being a grandpa, and it's great seeing him, emotional about that. But Bob Bradley, I shake his hand. It's a little bit intimidating.
Yeah, very much so.
I mean, he can't. Bob is the kind of guy, he can't let go of the Sounders LAFC, like, those battles. He's like,
Yeah, when he looks at you, he sees the highlights in black and white. Like
He did have a joke back there. It was a corner kick. He told Cade, just flick it to the back post and Raul will be there. I've experienced it firsthand. And I had to keep my laugh on the inside, but it was
Okay.
great. It was great to see him joke around a little bit.
That's awesome.
And we bumped into you very briefly at the MLS hotel, and Alexis had mentioned this. So Alexis is a pizza expert.
It's 100% true.
So this must have been we've been wanting to talk to you for about like 3-4 years, because I remember there was a photo you posted eating pizza after a game. People started tagging us. They're like, what?
You gotta take Cristian Roldan on a pizza tour in New York, the whole
Alexis
night.
is the type of guy that he can see the picture of a pizza and will tell you how it was cooked and what oven.
Seriously, I can tell you the oven, the fuel it used, the temperature the oven was at,
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
the flour, the sauce, the cheese, the whole nine.
So maybe I put you on a flight and you can come to Seattle and cook me some food.
I mean, I didn't say I cook pizza.
Okay,
I said
okay.
I'll read it. But no. Put me on that flight and I'm gonna cook you food. I'm gonna chef it up. I'll give you bacon, egg, and cheese, and chopped cheese. I don't know.
Yeah, you
Where
get
did
to decide what's on the menu.
Where did the pizza thing start with you?
So after every match, once Nico Lodero got onto the team, he asked for pizza, just to scarf down. Obviously, we lose a lot of calories.
These CPs these days.
Also-
They get what they want.
These divas asking for tough.
I need to talk to him to get something done,
Right.
in the team. No, but in all seriousness, I would always have a pizza, whether in an interview, when the coach is talking, I would have it in my hand. And so there was a lot of cameras on me, right? After MLS Cup, I did an interview with a pizza behind my back.
Yeah.
And so it kind of stuck with me, and the fans kept it going.
It's almost followed you ever since. Get it behind his back. Pretty good. We're all comics. What is your favorite pizza? Do you have a favorite pizza?
You know what? I like pineapple on pizza.
This is already, we've started on such a bad foot.
Hold on.
Roldan, I gotta be honest, I'm a Timbers fan now. Now that you said that.
He just bought the season ticket.
Right now.
In all seriousness, deep dish pizza is fantastic.
Yeah? Okay. Who was your other rival? Because I'm getting season.
I'm just saying this.
Of course.
Get your brother.
Yeah. Can we get the other Roldan? Is that possible?
The last thing I want to ask you about is, especially this summer, your brother playing for El Salvador, you playing for the United States, the awesome interviews with your family. I'm sure there's, it's not sort of being torn. I'm sure they're proud of both. But what is this? It's such a unique thing to have a family representing both, nationalities that they represent. What is the Roldan family like, especially this year, and getting to see, your family getting to see both of you guys play for the...
Or are they putting like red sauce and cheese on top of a pupusa just to be like, look, it's everybody. Everybody gets love.
In all seriousness, it's made our family closer together. We've been able to enjoy games a lot more. My parents being able to go to Gold Cup, go to both Alex's games, my games. It's been a pleasure. It's been a little bit, we've gotten together, but also there's a little bit of that split because, my mom's going for El Salvador.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to have my dad go for the U.S.
Yeah.
But it's great to see him play at such a high level with El Salvador, and, they're a scary team.
Yeah.
It's, look, I'm Dominican.
I'm Cuban.
We've gotten to see, Dominican Republic play, just like representing CONCACAF and not like just U.S. or Mexico. And as also a Latino and getting to see your family. It's a beautiful
thing.
It is the Mexican Americans say it a lot. They say ni de aquí ni de allá.
Yeah.
And it's like and that bond that your family has is actually beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
All right, brother.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you up on that pizza.
Please, we're gonna have to do it.
All right,
Next
but
time you play
I need you
NYCFC.
cooking it, all right?
Buddy, I could do it. I could bring you into the back of a pizza shop. We'll cook it. Yeah, next time you play NYCFC, I'm honest. Hit
There
me
we
up.
go.
All right,
bro.
consider it done. Actually, before you play, so I could weigh you down with pizza so we can win that match. You feel me?
Cristian Roldan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, guys.
MLS All-Star James Sands.
Say that one more time for the people in the back.
Yo.
Everybody listening?
Everybody, shout out for your camera.
Yeah.
James Sands of New York City Football Club.
MLS All-Star,
The homie.
men's national team player.
Gold Cup champion. Okay.
Cooligans regular.
Okay, all right. Look, this is a look. I mean, this is a kind of a homecoming.
Yeah.
This is just.
You know what it is? It's more of a homie coming,
homie.
okay? You know what I mean? Because he's family at this point. I need to get me a James Sands rookie card the way this is going. Okay, maybe an NFT. You know?
James, this is great. I mean, I feel like just the last like 3-4 months have been so incredibly transformative for your career. I think just for your own growth. Watching you at New York City Football Club grow and that acknowledgement to get to the national team. Now you are an All-Star. How's it feeling so far?
Oh, I mean, you said it all. It feels amazing. You know, it's especially, you know, a good feeling because, you know, the fans in New York have been calling for me to, you know, get called up, get recognized for
NYCFC Twitter
for years.
is relentless.
Yeah.
They are.
We all have been Berhalter's DMs.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But, you know, maybe that made the difference in the end, so.
Right? A little pressure, a little New York
Exactly.
attitude. You know?
I like to think it did.
Yeah.
But so look, what you've been training with the All-Stars. Look, you went from the complete high of winning the Gold Cup and now getting that acknowledgement and playing with these superstar players. What's been the feeling like now that they're not your direct competitors week to week?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, it's nice to see Zelerian not scoring free kicks against me.
Against, yes.
You know what? And I'll be honest, we saw him at a party yesterday, and we
Yes.
told him, we're like, yo, chill.
Yo,
Yes,
you need to take it easy, my guy.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Try the
But,
crossbar challenge next time you play NYCFC. You know?
Nani's another one. No more curlers on us.
Please.
Yeah. Is there anybody that you met and you were like, oh, you were surprised? They're like, oh, they're really nice. They're nicer than I expected.
I think all these guys, like, people assume they have such like superstar attitudes,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
you know, they're all such down-to-earth guys.
So we're the only ones that are dicks? Just us two?
It might be. It might be.
I love the thought of just Sands being the most egotistical one here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these guys did too humble. But
Out of my way,
I've been trying
Pizarro.
to step up the attitude lately.
Yeah, you got to change it up. Now, let's talk about this because we finally get a chance to speak to you. Bruh, Gold Cup,
Yeah.
lifting that trophy. Did anything change for you when you lifted that? Did you think like, yo, I need to get a sandwich named after me? So I'm like, I'm different now. I need a vanity plate for my car. What changed when you lifted that? Did the prospects of your career possibly change? Do you think to yourself, yo, there's so much more to go? Like, you didn't think you'd get to that point, and here you are lifting this trophy. Talk to me about that moment and what changed for you.
I think it just made me a little hungrier, to be honest. Like, now I've achieved this, I'm, you know, thinking about the next thing, and you know, I'm thinking about what cool nicknames you guys are gonna come up for.
right. Because of the last
Jimbo Slice.
Jimbo Slice, Jimbolo Conte.
Jimbola Conte.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That is my favorite.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a hit. I'm hoping that there'll be more signs in the stands.
Yes.
With
Right.
name.
Maybe we have to make the signs and just put them around the stadium. Who knows?
Maybe.
Get it
obviously,
going.
Next is World Cup qualifiers, right? And it's like you hope you get that opportunity. But as far as like the showing you had at Gold Cup, a lot of people were impressed. I mean, is there any? I don't know. Maybe you don't know what the rosters are. I don't know if you hear any hints. But what's that sort of feeling of hoping you get to an opportunity to play?
Yeah,
those games?
I mean, I understand that the qualifying roster is going to have more European guys, but you know, as you said, I've got that New York attitude a little bit.
dude.
There
I'll
you
back
go.
myself, you know, but you know, I'm hoping I get called up for that, so I can keep trying to prove myself on that stage.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, listen, sky's the limit. I really
Yes, it
think so. I
is.
think sky's the limit.
Yes, it
And
is.
I'm not just saying that because while you were talking, I put in a bid for your rookie card on eBay. I'm not just saying it for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We got people on the lookout. What do you think when as your career is starting to progress, you're looking at NYCFC? Pretty incredible run right now.
Yeah.
You're doing great. What do you think happens at the end of the season? Where do you see NYCFC progressing?
I really, I say this every year, but I really do think we can win something.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys honestly, this is the most talent we've had, since I've been here. So, if we're not winning something, we're going to be disappointed. And I think the game Saturday is going to be a big test for us.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, Gustavo Bo's right over there.
Yes.
We told him to chill as well.
Yeah. I kept dropping
Exactly.
banana
Thank
peels in
you.
front of him just in case. You know what I
I've
mean?
been trying to tackle him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just it's like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I like this over here.
Well, listen, buddy, you've done it already. This is just another team full of Mexican superstars that you're going to beat, okay?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, there you
yes,
go.
I am.
I love the
Jimbola Conte, everybody.
Love the confidence. James Sands, best of luck at the All-Star game. Best of luck for the rest of the season. And hopefully you're playing in more get some more international caps, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Megan Rapinoe here. I just kicked it with the soccer gods, the Cooligans. Check it out.
Okay, next up, look, the next interview is
CGI.
is I'm going to be interviewing a mirror. Okay?
Oh, he's going to look inside himself. Imagine just goes to your one-man show. No, people don't think these are two different people, but we are going to prove that they absolutely are. I mean, you guys know him. He's an absolute legend for Portugal. Also All-Star this year. Here's our interview with Nani. Orlando has fallen in love with you, Nani. You have played all over the world. You're massive Manchester United player. How do you feel about playing in Orlando and the fan base? Because they seem to really love you.
I feel great. I feel happy. I feel home. Yeah, I love the energy of our fans, the way they support us, the way they welcome me from the first time I arrived to Orlando, so that been give me a lot of energy, a lot of power to continue to work hard for to try to achieve our goals in our club, and try to give them some happiness. And on every weekend we play at home because they deserve and they are great.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, and when it comes to an MLS All-Star game, you've been an All-Star before. People ask more of a high-profile player like you to represent the league. It might be a little bit different than playing in other leagues where it's just like you are a player, you play for that club. But playing in Major League Soccer, everyone asks like, all right, Nani, make Major League Soccer look good. How do you feel about that responsibility and pressure?
You have to make America look good. Yeah.
Yeah, we always try to do our best, no matter which team you are representing or which game you are playing. I think we are players, we're professionals, we love the game, and when we are inside the field, we give our 100%. Sometimes things doesn't come out like the people expect, but yes, I'm sure everyone will do the best, and if I have the opportunity as well, I will always do my best.
Very cool. If you win, or should I say when MLS All-Stars win and be Liga MX All-Stars, how do you celebrate? Are you more of a caipirinha or more of a feijoada? Huh? Because I'm both. I'm both.
Feijoada is my favorite food.
I know that. I looked it up,
I
baby.
go for feijoada.
Yeah? Very nice. Oh, you gotta have
What
it.
am I missing?
A lot of food. It's chorizo cooked inside of basically black bean stew.
Meats.
Okay.
So it's good food. It's heavy, but you can stay strong for 1 week.
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I go to sleep after, so it all goes here.
When you signed with Orlando City, and they started putting posters of you, outside of the stadium, people started saying, Cristian, myself, apparently you've signed with Orlando City. So people think that we look a lot alike. I remember when in a World Cup, I got a tweet from another comedian friend of mine who said, why does Cristian Polanco look like everybody on the Portugal national team? so it's in.
Can I show one big difference? Lift your shirt up real quick.
Oh, no.
Do it. There's a big difference.
Do we want to do an app comparison? It won't be great. But this is the thing that, a lot of players tend to look like other players or people have like celebrity doppelgangers. Is there anybody that you've heard that you've been told that you look besides me? Is there anybody you've been told that you look like, that you were a bit surprised by or even flattered by?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Then
I guess not enough people know you, dude.
You gotta work on getting famous.
Maybe.
Yeah. When you're playing for the Portuguese national team, you get to play with some incredible players. You obviously have some incredible players that have played in the past. Who would you say is someone that, because as a comedian, sometimes I like a comic that I don't sound a lot like. Is there someone that you maybe didn't play a lot like, but was your inspiration?
I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. Figo. He's a Portuguese player.
Of course.
And that was the beginning when I started to follow a professional player. But as soon as I grew up and I understand the game, I started to see the best players playing. I was following the player who was shining in the moment. So, and then after was Ronaldinho, and after was Deco and Ronaldo Phenomenal. I saw all these players in that time I was following. I was inspired by them skills, and I was trying to copy and learn from them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay. Well, and now you're bringing it to Orlando, so thank you very
Very cool.
Nani, an absolute honor, a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely. And if you weren't exercising, I'd bring you some pastéis de nata.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to.
Of course. Thank you so much. Nani, everybody.
We are here at MLS All-Star
At the Intercontinental Hotel.
we're the Intercontinental Champions of the WWE.
This is so far so good. They have we got our media passes. He's wearing his. I'm not. I refuse.
Yeah, you know me. Just let me in.
You already know the vibes, my G. I ain't wearing it. You know who I am. Just off the face. Yeah, whatever. We're in LA.
We're in LA. So let's get this going. Let's get this started. Say hello to some people. Maybe see some of North America's greatest soccer stars.
Who's here and plays football?
Who are you wearing? Oh, Adidas? Like everything.
You better be, or else you're all in trouble. What an honor it is here at MLS All-Star 2021.
Yes, for these gentlemen to be with us.
We saw them on the hallway. They had nothing to do here, and we're like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Yo, please let us record a show episode with you." And we're like, "Fine, we'll set up real quick, just because we like you both." But this is an honor. We haven't been in the same room with both of these gentlemen in a while.
Yeah,
legends of the game.
Okay.
Right? They played back in the day.
All right. Teammates,
right?
Friends.
When you had to drive yourself to the MLS All-Star game.
So, a lot's changed.
A little different. But I mean, what more can I say besides absolute legends? Honor to be speaking to them. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Boswell and Alecko Eskandarian, everybody.
What's good, gentlemen?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Also, we didn't mention this. There's also an appearance by Alecko's chest hair because he's wearing a V-neck. Jersey. It's the capital. He's like, am I going to LA? I need to show him what Jersey's about.
Okay, we'll talk to Alecko's chest hair in a moment, but
it's got stories. You think the way he remembered it was cool? Wait till you see what my point of view was this whole time.
All right, we'll get to
We'll get to one question, I promise.
The best intro ever.
This is every time with you. We just roast Alecko for 10 minutes, and then we get to ask one question before we have to go.
Absolutely.
I'm loving this.
Absolutely love the guys because, look, you guys not only play together and just DC United you guys are staples of DC United and RFK. So it's an honor to speak to both of you. There's so much to catch up on. Let's start with MLS All-Star, first of all. You guys are here. You guys are not playing, right? But this time around, what is this sort of experience like? I know this is COVID times, and which sounds like it feels like in a history book it's going to be written that way. But the fact that All-Star's happening now under these circumstances, you guys are here seeing the young talent that is around and being involved in Major League Soccer and helping grow the league and helping coach these players through everything that's going on. What is this experience like for you right now, MLS All-Star 2021?
There was a question in there.
Yeah, there was in there.
For me, I got here this morning, and being the guy that I am, I got lost in the hotel. I had my Adidas bag. I think they weren't sure if I was a player or not, so they sent me to the player COVID testing room.
Right.
And
that's a compliment.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not one of those people. And
they sent me to the kitchen and told me I was late. So I thought I was gonna get fired. We had a different experience.
We did. But no, it was. It's good to be here. It's a whole different game with playing the Liga MX guys. We've been a part of All-Star games. Actually, we were on a team together that beat Chelsea. But this is a different beast in that I think the expectations are a lot different. And I'm just here as more of a fan. I was in the lobby with Nani, and he had like security with him, and they just mean mugged me like, "Don't you dare come over here," and try to talk to him. And I was just like, I'm just used to seeing him with his shirt off, and that was just weird. But no, I'm excited to be here. It's good to see you guys, and always good to run into to an MLS legend, Alecko, and this is his environment, Manhattan Beach. He's a little further than he needs to be from the beach, but this is why he's got the, usually he has a capital V, it's kind of a lower V.
Right. Because he knew this was a corporate.
But they can't see his legs, his thighs are out. Like this is his element.
You know how short inseams are in now? Alecko been on that for a hot minute. Alecko's contract is like, I need to be close to people without shirts on working out at least 3 miles everywhere I am. For you, I remember...
I'm just not going to speak to it. I'm just so good.
Bring a roast and then jump into a question about how great you are. But when you were playing, you were like the young starlet, right? Like what we would call now a star boy, right? You were that when you started in the league. Very different era. Now you're seeing a lot of these kids are coming up. These one game for Brian Reynolds, he's getting sold. It's a different league. Just talk about what the experience is as a player now that you're seeing, because with your role at the league versus when you were as a player, kind of in a similar role.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. Completely different landscape. I think it just speaks to the respect that the league has gotten over decades worth of work. And now you see that the transition of players that are moving to Europe is pretty seamless. And actually, some guys are thriving, right? They're doing even better. Alphonso Davies, we all knew he was fantastic, but you watch him with Bayern Munich and you're like, man.
I feel like Bayern knew at a higher level. I feel like Bayern knew different than we did.
Yes and no, because at the end of the day, you have to kind of go through those bumps to prepare yourself for that type of journey. So you're seeing a lot of these guys that are coming in, they have big aspirations, which is what we want. And all it takes is a good week, a good month, and you're going to have clubs calling. Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about your guys' history, especially at DC United, being young players. Because we've spoken about this, Alecko, a little bit, about how you two, Bobby in particular, you were one of the first vloggers, like guys that really wanted to make...
We heard you were in 17 magazine.
Yeah, we just heard about this.
You tell me.
I don't know. I can tell you on record it was not Alecko.
I don't have a subscription to 17 magazine.
Not anymore. Stop acting like you didn't date someone on the cover of 17 magazine.
That's true. No.
What did Justin Bieber order? But yeah, you were in.
No, it was Cosmo. It was Cosmo. Yeah. And the best part about the best part about those things, just to give you there's no rougher place in the world than a locker room. So doing that kind of stuff at the time was brutal. Like,
Did you come in and everyone had it up on the wall?
No, they wouldn't going to waste their money on it, but they would, make fun of me either way. But to give you a great story, like today, running to Nick Raimondo, and I had a gaiter on, like, because of the mask, and Nick hasn't seen me in 2 years, and he looks at it and he's like, what are you, going on a fishing convention? And then he just turned and walked out of the hotel and left. And and Eddie Pope was like, what'd you do to him? And I was like, I don't know. But that's just how it goes. I mean, it's just a locker room environment all the time. We catch right up. It's like we never lost a step. And but yeah, I mean, back then we kind of paved the way. He paved the way by scoring great goals and trying ridiculous shots that should have never been tried, and succeeding at it. And I was more of like, I wanted to have a personality off the field,
right?
And now that's considered, I think, coaches then did not like it.
Yeah.
But now
it was our responsibility though. Back then, like, we didn't have a huge following, so when we'd go out, it's like, oh, DC has a soccer team. You guys play for them. Come out to a game. I think Bobby and I were responsible for like selling half the stadium out back then.
Yeah, Alecko would get more likely to get bought a drink because he would tell people he was a professional rock, paper, scissors player. And
True story.
then they would always challenge him, and he would always win, and they would always buy him drinks.
That's one of those things where I'm like, how are you good at that?
He's good at it. He's the best. He's the best you've ever seen.
on three. We'll
Okay, let's do it. Let's see it.
So we go 1, 2, and
no, it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
You want to do 1, 2, 3, shoot?
No, you do it.
That's the rules.
You do it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that's how you want. All right.
You do it. I can't do it. I'm not the ref.
Why am I getting yelled at? All right, so we'll show on shoot. So,
like,
you ready?
You don't know the rules.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. So on shoot, right?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure?
Ready?
You sure?
He's gonna punch me in the face. Wins every time. Apparently, slap beats rock, paper, Okay. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Whoa!
That's 2 out of 3. It's 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Come on,
Okay.
man.
I didn't know we were gonna do the whole thing.
All right,
We're
go for
playing
it.
those rules. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because he thought he just lost. Notice the first one was a fist. I'm just gonna say. You ready?
I need a bar though. This isn't the same.
This is vodka.
Here we go. You ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay, we're even.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh,
He still won. He knew what I was gonna do.
Still undefeated.
Yeah.
Still undefeated.
Works every time.
He beat you a shot, I guess.
He beat you in rock, paper, scissors. He nutmegged me.
Yeah.
So
We've both been embarrassed.
We've both been embarrassed by that.
Yeah.
That's
At least I got to be sitting the whole time. How long has it been since you guys played now?
For me, I stopped after the 09 season. I had a career-ending injury, so I just
the one.
going in. Well, for me, it was not my decision.
Yeah.
Doctors were like, "You're not cleared to play anymore." And I'm like, "All right, I guess I got to find the next thing." But
And you were like, all right, on 3. 1, 2.
That's actually the only game we lost.
That's the only time we lost.
Like, are you sure I'm not cleared? Come on.
Well, doctor went paper, I went scissors, so it looks like your medical advice doesn't hold weight here, doc.
That might have been
Actually, out of the stretcher.
That was how they were doing it back then.
Yeah, those were the physios. You got a concussion? No, get back in there. By yourself?
I think it's been three years.
So when you look back at that, you look back at what's changed, obviously a little bit shorter for you, but when you look back, it's changed. A lot has changed in those 3 / just a little over 10 years. Where do you think it's going to be in, let's say, like another 5, 10 years? Where do you think this league can go? Because there are limitations, right? We don't have like the European Champions League. There are some of those things, but it seems like the sport's growing at such a fast pace. What do you think can actually happen?
Well, for me, the biggest difference from when I play, even you look at the guys that came in after, the first touch of all the players has gotten better, meaning like there were players when I played, if I was on the wrong side of them, a lot of times they'd take a bad touch, and I could recover. The guys now don't take bad touches and they punish you, so it's making the defenders have to be better. I can only speak on the defense, and I think they've had to be better because it's more of an attacking-minded game. You got these high presses. Everyone wants to see a lot of goals. That's the new MO for hiring coaches and front offices. So I think as the American player, there aren't as many as there were when we played because you had bigger rosters. But I definitely think the guys that are in it are better players than maybe maybe not as stacked as like a roster that we were on in DC or some of those old Houston teams, San Jose, the old DC United teams. But I do think overall the players are much better from a first touch standpoint, and that they can go to any league in the world now and compete, because that's really how the game's determined everywhere else is how's your first touch and the speed of play. You set yourself up to succeed.
Yeah, I agree with Bobby. The players today are definitely better than he was. But yeah, altogether,
we all agree. Not a great metric.
It's interesting though. I mean, you look back at when we played, there was 12 teams, 14 teams. To be at 27, going up to 30 teams now, and to still sustain that level, just tells you the depth all around the country and how the level keeps rising. And I think, we do have, Bobby was talking about American players. You look at homegrown players, young American players, there's a lot that are out there that are getting minutes, that are getting quality time, that are on the radar of the national team. And I think you also have to give credit to all the international guys that came over here, because a lot of those guys took a risk coming to play in MLS, right, at whatever stage in their career that it was. But those guys' lasting legacy is inspiring some of these local domestic kids that are now, seeing their dreams come true.
Yeah, and when it comes to the All-Star game, especially Liga MX and MLS, like this, especially in the last, we interviewed Dan Hunt of FC Dallas, and this was 4 years ago, and he mentioned maybe the merger of both leagues or whatever, and everybody
was excited about it.
Yeah, and people were like, no, or
the league is saying it's not going to happen. Relax, and he's like, no, it's going to happen. It's going to be awesome. We're like, all right. He's like, bye now.
but it seems like more and more, an MLS team hasn't won, this version of CONCACAF Champions League, but there's still this this idea that there's more respect is coming from MLS, especially we're on soccer Twitter and Liga MX English Twitter, and there's more banter coming from the Americans towards Mexico.
Yeah, newfound confidence.
Yeah, it's something a little bit different. So it seems like before it seemed like the leagues were going to compete, but now it's really feeling like the sport is not going to grow if we're not doing it together. Is that?
I don't know, man.
I'm deferring to you on this one. Can you answer this professionally?
Yeah. I think there's a healthy rivalry always, and I think both countries, whether it be the leagues or the federations, are pushing each other to greater success. So I think we, for sure, from MLS, are inspired by some of the stuff Liga MX has been able to do. Obviously, on the field, they've gotten the better of some of our clubs in those competitions. But you look at this year alone with Nations League, Gold Cup, our boys are up for the challenge as well. So I think this All-Star game in particular is going to be very interesting because there's a little bit more on the line since we got the last 2 wins.
All right.
Every bullet point on that spreadsheet. This guy is good at his job.
Bobby Boswell, Alecko Eskandarian. We're at MLS All-Star 2021. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's an absolute honor, and we got to get you back on again.
Thanks for having us, man.
All right.
A lot of fun.
Thank you to everyone who joined us during our time in Los Angeles.
You know what? Thank you to us for joining them.
Okay.
Shouts to us.
I feel like, thank you to us is they're a little bit different than the shouts to the branding is a little more polite.
It still feels like it's not that polite though.
But shouts to Nani, Bob Bradley, Bobby Boswell,
Alecko Eskandarian,
Cristian Roldan,
James Sands.
Oh my goodness! We hope you enjoyed the All-Star game, the skills competition. We say this all the time. If you have an opportunity to go to MLS All-Star, you are a fan of American soccer, go to an All-Star game.
It's a big event. There's a lot of cool stuff to do. Bring your family, everybody.
It's incredible. We had an absolute blast. So again, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow us at Soccer Cooligans on all social channels. Follow at Fubo Sports as well. And make sure to subscribe to the Fubo Sports YouTube channel for more clips of the show and full interviews with our guests. Okay,
that's right.
Now we have to rest our voices.
Okay.
Because we have to.
Did you say voices?
Voices.
I think that's what we have now.
Okay. All right. We're having too much fun out here. Okay.
We went out and contracted voices.
It's the new variant. So thank you again for tuning in. My name is Cristian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros.
And together,
right?
What are we? The Cooligans!